Hello, my name is Kyle Church, and here is my final reflection video. So to address the first question of what aspect of the course has been most impactful and why, specific to me, I'd say just the overall layout of the course and the nature of the assignments that we did, including the quizzes, but more so like the simulations, the hiring simulation, the mock job application. They're all very beneficial and a little different from things I've done in other classes. So as a finance major, majority of classes I take are very theory-based, very calculation, numerical. So it was really nice to get a breath of fresh air this semester with this course, and I could apply the things that I learned throughout the readings and the videos and such in a way that is similar to something I'll experience after school in real-world settings. So I think the nature of how I was able to apply the things I learned in this course will be very beneficial to my career down the line. In this very competitive job market that I'll be experiencing after school. What is one goal I have related to my career that I will work on after this course? So I'd like to start by saying I do have a really good job now that I'm very thankful for. I got a good opportunity and made the most of it at TD doing anti-money laundering. As I said, very thankful for it, but it's something that I can't see myself doing long term. As a finance degree, I'd like to move something into a more like commercial banking or corporate banking role. So I'd like to move into something a little more suited to my degree after I graduate. I'm currently in my last year, and I'm expected to graduate winter 2026. So a lot of these things I've learned in this course I'll be able to apply and practice very shortly in the real world. As I said, I have long-term goals of where I want to work. And be in roles that are in more of a leadership and manager setting. That being said, I am an undergrad student. I'm going to look to do some more education, further education, maybe a Canadian securities course, possibly a CFA. So I have a long ways to go to get to where I really want to be. But I think I'm very diligent in the way that I know I have to take my medicine. I have to do lower entry level jobs, maybe some work, pencil pushing and stuff like that. So I understand I have to do the work now to be able to reap the benefits long term. So that's something I've learned in this course of how to build my network and the importance of doing so to get to where you want to be later down your career and end up in a place you're very happy with. So yeah, overall it's a little broad, but I'd say I want to get a better job after school. Hopefully within TD Bank as well, as I think that was emphasized within the course. Internal hiring and internal promotions are a big deal, especially in large Canadian banks like that. So it's something I hope I aspire to complete after school in the next few months. So it's really exciting, and I think it was good to take a course similar to this one in my second last semester. So I have the next semester to kind of digest everything and then apply it to the real world shortly after. 2 actions or strategies I will take to help achieve this goal. First and foremost, a big thing I took from this course is communication importance and having a professional tone, not just in like Microsoft Teams, but also email, and how to better present yourself to people, not just coworkers, but managers as well. So you can kind of put your best foot forth and show them that you're a very professional person, and that's something I want to work on. I do think I'm relatively strong in that aspect as of now, but as I've learned in this course, you can always get better and improve on something that will help you in turn improve your career and your long-term goals down the line. So using the simulations, I really liked in the mock job application how I had to identify some key phrases and elements. So I'll be able to use things like that to create a resume, a cover letter, and a job application very tailored to the different roles that I'll be applying for after school. So that's definitely an action or strategy, is to just improve the way I present myself through many different forms, not just communication, but my overall how people perceive me. The first impressions are very important, especially from a hiring manager perspective, which is something I learned in the hiring simulation. I got to see 5 different applications, and I saw some that I really liked, some not so much, and I was able to absorb things that I'd like to put into my resumes, things I don't want to, or maybe things I want to take out. So it was good. It was kind of, that assignment was good to see the 2 sides of the coin in the hiring process, and I think it'll overall help me better tailor my my job applications to hopefully differentiate myself in this very competitive market. As I said, another strategy that I'd like to do or implement to help achieve my goal of a better job long term is to hopefully create some sort of mentoree relationship. I currently have a boss who is planning on retiring very shortly within the bank. And he's somebody who I admire a lot. He has very strong communication skills, very professional, straight to the point. But a lot of people within the bank, not just our internal team, really like him and admire the work he does. So I think if he is set to retire in the next few months as expected, I'd like to approach him using different communication skills that I learned in the first simulation of gaining a mentor, and approach him in a way that where I can ask him for a different kind of relationship rather than just the boss employee that we have now. Hopefully I can learn more from him, because there's a lot of aspects of his day-to-day work operations that I admire, and I'd like to implement into my day-to-day stuff to emulate him a little more, to hopefully further my career and build a network, hopefully to be as good and as large as his one day. So as I learned in this course, networks are very important, not just the size of them, but genuine connections. So I think learning from a man such as himself and gaining a more mentor-mentoree relationship will really help me put my best foot forth and show people the genuine side of me and the professional side of me that would help differentiate myself moving forward. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this course, and I think there's a lot of things I learned that will help further my career down the line, and I'm very thankful for it.